Yep, I'm going to talk about what everyone else has been talking about today. Donald Trump has won the election. Donald Trump will be the president of the United States for the next 4 years. What a disaster. An arrogant, bigoted, racist man has taken power. He's now the most powerful man in the whole world. That's not a good thing. However, I don't think he lost this. He won. I don't think Donald Trump won this election as much as Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party lost this election, and I'll explain why. Hillary Clinton, obviously, she's alleged corrupt. There has been alleged. It's been alleged that she has defended rape victims and made fun of not defended rapists and made fun of rape victims, and that she's responsible for funding ISIS and rebel Islamic extremist rebel groups in the Middle East, which it hasn't. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be one of those people that say, "Oh, she's definitely done it. Oh, she's definitely done it." I wasn't there. I don't know the full story, and I'm going to leave it at that. However, what I do know is that someone who is alleged is on suspicion for crimes, really, really bad crimes, crimes of war, crimes against humanity. Why would you put them up to be a representative, to be to go head to head for one of the most powerful, for the most powerful job in the world, to be the most powerful person in the world? Like, who in the right mind would do that? It's just ridiculous. And I also think the mainstream media have to take the responsibility for their bias against Donald Trump, because over the years, since the growth of social media, alternative media, which has been is essentially media on social media, particularly mainly on YouTube, which I love. I absolutely love, to be honest. There has been, since that's happened, there's been a lot of mistrust in the mainstream media. Or mistrust starting to grow. And now this election, with its bias on Hillary Clinton and its bias against Donald Trump, has just made the working class people who have got exposure to things that you don't see on mainstream media due to social media, just more and more frustrated, and just frustrated with the whole establishment, as people call it in general, and encourage them to vote for Donald Trump. And I also think an area where Donald Trump may have also won this is that, you got the Republican Party. Donald Trump representing the Republican Party. You could see there was a real love for him. There was a real passion towards Donald Trump amongst the right wingers, even though they're bigoted and also the working class of America, who felt neglected under Obama and under Hillary Clinton, who was a part of Obama's reign. They want to change, and they could really connect with Donald Trump. They really were passionate about him and the change that he was going to provide. Now, a lot on the left, the Democrats, they didn't seem that passionate about Hillary Clinton. They were not passionate about it. And one thing I've learned through life experiences is that what you're passionate about, or whether it be a person, a girl, in my case, or just anything, that makes you happier, and you'll want to experience that, and you'll risk, even if it comes at a cost to like reputation, whatever, and you'll risk that, be willing to risk that, so you can experience that happiness. And that's why I reckon people voted for Donald Trump, and people didn't vote on the right voted for Donald Trump, and people on the left, they didn't feel that connection with Hillary Clinton, and that's why she didn't get the support. And and it comes back to the Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party losing this election rather than Donald Trump winning the election. They should have picked a better candidate. The Democratic Party should have picked a better candidate, someone that can really connect with the left, someone like Bernie Sanders, who doesn't want the establishment, who's against the establishment like Donald Trump. If it was Bernie Sanders against Donald Trump, I think Bernie Sanders would have won. And I'm not too familiar with the other Democratic candidates, but I think if they had, the left values that that Donald Trump would have lost the election. But because they went for someone who wasn't a hallmark of their party, they weren't able to win. And